In the wake of the recently discovered N-nitrosamine impurities in pharmaceuticals, the need for a more comprehensive analysis of their formation and potential impact is critical. This calls for an advanced tool capable of addressing these challenges, thus ensuring the safety of your products amidst a rapidly evolving industry landscape. With this in mind, we are thrilled to introduce ReactorSim. Developed with your feedback and requirements at the heart of our design process, ReactorSim is a cutting-edge software suite that offers an all-encompassing solution for nitrosamine risk assessment. It is equipped with a wide range of innovative features, including nitrosation, a nitrosating agent database of commercial pharmaceutical excipients, exclusive kinetic mathematical models, custom kinetic modeling, ionization pro, amolify, and a comprehensive report function. Using ReactorSim's advanced capabilities can significantly improve your nitrosamine risk management, accelerate how professionals evaluate drug substance and drug product safety to meet international regulatory requirements, and strengthen your competitive edge in the industry. It's time to modernize your operations and stay ahead of the competition. So, why wait? Contact us today to learn more about how ReactorSim can accelerate your nitrosamine risk assessment process. Today, we will be exploring the compelling advantages and sophisticated capabilities of our exclusive worst-case kinetic mathematical models. Don't miss this opportunity to transform your processes with our innovative solution.
We use sophisticated worst-case kinetic mathematical models to predict product yield and provide a reliable estimate of maximum impurity formation, particularly for nitrosamine and nitrosamide impurities. These aqueous solution models remain effective even in the presence of trace nitrite, albeit with a proclivity to overestimate impurity formation, a specific feature of the model. For example, the nitrosation predicted by the model in a few minutes is typically manifested more expressively over a 24-hour reaction span in the lab. As a result, our findings may appear overestimated on a timescale, particularly when extrapolated to long periods such as 24 months. Which corresponds to the shelf life of pharmaceutical products. However, this extrapolation highlights how conservative our models are by design and how well they may mitigate the risks of nitrosation. When a customer uses ReactorSim's worst-case kinetic nitrosation models and discovers that impurity formation does not exceed 10% of the acceptable intake limit for nitrosamines, this indicates an overly cautious strategy. This is a result of the model's inherent and conservative design, which permits effective identification and mitigation of potential risks associated with the formation of nitrosamine and nitrosamide impurities during the manufacturing and storage of APIs and drug products. 3 worst-case kinetic models are included in ReactorSim, one for secondary amines with limited acidic and basic groups, another dedicated to secondary amines featuring multiple acid dissociation constants for complex structures, and a distinct model exclusively tailored for secondary amides. The experts at InSilico meticulously created a worst-case kinetic model for secondary amides using a series of chemical reactions between methylacetamide and the nitrosating agent. To simulate the mechanism of the nitrosation reaction, a multi-step kinetic model was developed. Analytical techniques were used to measure the nitrosation reaction progression and monitor impurity formation concentrations. These reactions took place at various concentrations and times, ranging from a few minutes to several days. Our goal was to find nitrosation rates that are adaptable to a variety of conditions, such as pH, nitrosating agent concentration, and amide. In order to do this, we use a genetic algorithm to adjust rate constants. We aligned these values with existing experimental data after optimizing them, establishing a strong correlation between the model's predictive power and the actual experimental results. In this case, we found a strikingly strong correlation of more than 97%. The resulting worst-case KM model for secondary amides can be used to simulate extended periods, including the drug product shelf life evaluation, by solving the system of ordinary differential equations. Why have we chosen to craft a worst-case kinetic mathematical model for secondary amides? To understand this decision, we must take a close look at the present methodologies and their inherent constraints. Currently available nitrosation kinetic models, such as the kinetic mathematical model for secondary amines by ReactorSim, along with others referenced in the literature, provide a meticulous framework for investigating the nitrisation of amines. However, they may fall short when tasked with the exploration of nitrosamide impurity formation. The overly conservative nature of these models might inadvertently direct valuable resources to Phase 2 analytic testing for projects that might not genuinely fall into the high-risk category. This very realization prompted the creation of our worst-case kinetic mathematical model, tailored specifically for secondary amides. To fully appreciate the value of this innovative leap, understanding the foundational scientific principles is paramount. In nitrisation reactions, secondary amides exhibit less reactivity compared to secondary amines. This is due to a phenomenon known as resonance stabilization inherent in secondary amides, which results in decreased nucleophilicity and reduced reactivity towards nitrisation. Given that secondary amides feature prominently in numerous APIs, this unique behavior necessitates further scrutiny. Here's where ReactorSim brings a strategic edge to the table. Employing ReactorSim's worst-case kinetic nitrisation model for secondary amides allows users to maintain impurity formation within 10% of the acceptable intake limit, signifying a sound conservative approach towards mitigating nitrisation risk. The intrinsically conservative design of the model enables efficient risk identification and minimization associated with the generation of nitrosamide impurities during the manufacture and storage of APIs and drug products. So, why the emphasis on N-nitrosamides? The prevalence of secondary amides in APIs warrants vigilant monitoring. In terms of activation behavior, N-nitrosamides stand apart from N-nitrosamines both in vivo and in vitro settings. N-nitrosamides can generate the electrophilic carbocation without prior metabolism, unlike nitrosamines. Nitrosamides, being inherently unstable due to the presence of two electropositive functional groups, have the potential to induce mutagenic events without preceding metabolism, thereby posing a substantial mutagenic risk. The carcinogenic potency of N-nitrosamides can sometimes match that of nitrosamines. Due to the fact that the acceptable intakes of N-nitrosamides, based on the TD50S, are below the ICHM7 limit of 1.5 microgramma per day, N-nitrosamides merit special attention. In managing these toxicological risks associated with secondary amides, ReactorSim's tailored kinetic mathematical model serves as an effective line of defense.
Does your project face potential nitrosamine formation risks? Act today. Reach out to us and let us show you, at no cost, how ReactorSim can provide insights and solutions to your nitrosamine risk assessment process. We greatly appreciate your time and attention. Thank you so much for watching.